Arsenal definitely are three, and Manchester United has managed to score two. It's been a disappointing result, but the truth is that we can note that there is definitely quite a lot of progress at the club. Hello, everyone, and thank you for being part of this podcast. And make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. As such, you do not miss it on whatever we've definitely got to bring, just as long as it is sports. And as long as it is Manchester United related, we definitely are dedicated to bring to you the latest right about here. And we're definitely going to be talking about a game that has been played, a game that has been played in North London. This is a game that has been in North London at the Emirates Stadium as Manchester United were looking to extend their lead to make sure they can get comfortably as the fast favourites possibly for big competition for the club Arsenal, but I didn't go on quite well for the club Manchester United, but it's definitely been quite great. How did it go and what exactly transpired? If you are interested in all this, just all you need to do is simple: subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss it on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is posts right about here on my phone. Oh, anyway, let's dig deep into this. I will start. What should we start with? The goals that were definitely scored. I'll remember that. Firstly, things went on quite well for the club. Manchester United in at the beginning, and they were definitely playing very well. Manchester United have displayed quite a big talent. They've definitely played very well, but things just didn't connect. For some reason, you can't expect Eric Ten Hag to perform very, very well on every other game because he's just got into the club and he's trying to restructure. But I had a bit of issues with Wout Weghorst still. I don't think, for some reason, I don't think that Eric Ten Hag and his decision of playing the players he's just got, giving them enough gameplay just at the beginning. I don't agree with it. I think something should be done about that. When you get a new player, he doesn't understand how the club plays, and so I think it's always a better thing for you. It's always a better thing for the manager to first wait, give the player a bit of time so that he can understand the weak points and strong points of every football player, so that he can get into the club quite well. So for Wout Weghorst, obviously this has been his second game, and there's not much the Besiktas football player has displayed. No positive results just as yet, but things are going on quite well for the club and also for other players. But it's been a bit of a disappointing game, I must say, heartbreaking, because at some point in time, we thought possibly there would be a good result. Possibly Manchester United would be winning this game, but Arsenal, we have to be honest. Honestly speaking, I think Arsenal were the better team. Arsenal were definitely the better club. You know, we've got it. Arsenal were definitely the better club. Being honest, looking at things the way they should be looked at, Arsenal was the better club, because when you see how the lads played, definitely they put up quite a great opposition against Manchester United, and that was something that was a bit challenging for the football players of Manchester United. But again, the players of United also tried to make sure that things go on quite well, but definitely did. Anyway, remember that the first goal was from Marcus Rashford, and he's been playing quite well, quite brilliantly for a very long period of time. Marcus Rashford has always tried to make sure that he can score as many goals as he can. And in this time round, he's definitely come out and scored one more time, which definitely has been a very good one. There's been quite a big progress, definitely he's improved himself. He had quite a lot that was going on before, as people were saying that he was quite thinking about charity and stuff. He was not giving football the maximum attention that he definitely needed. But right about now, we can still confirm to you that Marcus Rashford is back back and is on terrific form, and that is quite good. So he's played quite well. He's definitely played very well. And when he scored, Arsenal had to react also. In the 24th minute, Eddie Nketiah managed to score, and that was definitely in the 24th minute. And Manchester United, let me see who scored first. Was it United? It was Bukayo Saka in the 53rd minute. In the 53rd minute, Bukayo Saka came out and managed to score a wonderful goal, a very big strike, a very wonderful goal. And in the 59th minute, 59th minute, definitely Lisandro Martinez. It's challenging. How can Lisandro Martinez score? Is a bit challenging. What are the strikers at Manchester United doing? Why does Lisandro Martinez have to score? What is Bruno Fernandes doing? What is Marcus Rashford doing? What is who else was there? This Besiktas football player, what's he doing? All these football players should have played much better than they did. But you can see there is quite great improvement in the club. You can definitely tell that there is quite a big improvement in the club. The players are playing much better than they were playing last time. So Lisandro Martinez obviously had a header that leveled both sides, and definitely everything went on quite well for Manchester United then until in the 90s. And actually, I thought possibly Manchester United could have been. Why I would have settled for a draw. I would think that Manchester United would have possibly been the contenders. Actually, would compete. There would have been a chance to compete for the Premier League title, having drawn with Arsenal, reducing the difference between Manchester United and Arsenal. But definitely that did not go on quite well. Things didn't go on as planned. So we can see how things went. Definitely they had to extend their lead, because when you look at the top six, you can see Arsenal in the first position with 50 points, and in the second position is Manchester City with 45 points, Newcastle with 39. That levels at the same with Manchester United. So you can see the gap between Manchester United and Arsenal 39 and 50. That is definitely a very big one, and those are 11 points, I think. Those 11 points, and that's a great deal. And I think Manchester United now notes are the favourites in this one, and I think the chances of Manchester United winning the Premier League title are definitely gone. It's now 0. Definitely gone. They are gone. There is no chance. I don't think they can compete. However, remember that Arsenal is facing big clubs. It's definitely, there's quite a lot of tension in there, with us facing Manchester City and expected to play Manchester City 2 times in the Premier League, and also once in the FA. That definitely means that this could see their players losing out on a few aspects and things like that. Also gives a little bit of hope, as Manchester City has 45 points in the second position. But looking at anyway, who would you prefer to take the Premier League? You can let us know whom you think between Manchester City and Arsenal, whom would you prefer? Would you prefer Arsenal, or do you prefer Manchester City? Because right about now, I think the chances of Manchester United getting the Premier League title are definitely down, unless there is magic that is going to happen. But when you see the difference between Manchester City and Arsenal has to play Manchester City twice, definitely that shows you that there could be the slightest of chances for Manchester United, but there can't be the slightest of chances in case or if Manchester United is not playing the maximum. I mean, there was quite a bit of chance that Manchester United could have won this. I know Arsenal were the favourites in this one, and they played well. Being honest, the honest point of of view, they deserve credit. Arsenal played brilliantly. They played well. They were a better team. But they have not done this in a single day. Mikel Arteta has been given time. He's been trusted with the club, been given time, and he's built the club slowly by slowly, and positive results have come. And right upon now, that's why Manchester United is also trying to. And you remember that Eric Ten Hag hasn't been at the club for a very long period of time. He's just started training. He's just started restructuring the club, as the club has not been playing as well as they are playing for a very long period of time. And one thing I think Arsenal should realize, it's not that they are the top football club, but the best football clubs definitely aren't performing quite well. But that could be another reason to talk about, another thing to talk about another day. But as it is, they are enjoying, Arsenal are definitely enjoying the victory. They are enjoying the victory they are having. But at the end of the day, they are playing well. They are playing okay. They are playing as a team. But they'll have to prove much more. They'll have to prove us much more. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss it or whatever. I will definitely go to bring to you as long as it is sports and as long as it is Manchester United related right here at the United chapter with me, your host Abu KALS. Do not forget to subscribe. Anyway, as we are definitely talking about a game that has happened today, that has ended 3-2 in favor of Arsenal, game that has happened at the Emirates Stadium, and we possibly thought there could have been big results. There could have been positive results on this one, but unfortunately, nothing came on quite well for the club, and also for the players. The players also didn't like what went on. You can let us know again what you think in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss it on whatever I will definitely go to bring to you right about here at the United chapter with me, your host Abu KALS, as I'm more than dedicated to bring to you the latest. So the goals that we have definitely seen, possibly there was a chance that they could have been stopped. Looking at all these goals that have been scored on either side, Manchester United or Arsenal, most of the goals they came about due to fouls. Actually, not even fouls. We can't call them fouls, but we can say they definitely came about because the football players that were meant to be stopped were not stopped. They were given the gap to shoot, and that's what happened. So that was not a great thing to do. Anyway, a goal like Bukayo Saka's goal, I think that was a goal that could be stopped, but definitely wasn't, and there was something wrong with that. And also, you'll remember that at the last goal, there was something about the last goal, as people were saying it was typically an offside, but the VAR team has come out and verified and said even before they made the final decision, they checked with the technology at the Premier League, and everything said that that was not an offside. It was definitely an onside. Anyway, make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you right here at the United chapter with me, your host Abu KALS, as I'm more than ready to bring to you the latest straight as it is. And as you can see how the top 6 is at the top in the Premier League, as Arsenal are in the first position with 50 points, Manchester City with 45, and Arsenal has a game in hand and with 50 points and a game in hand. Oh, that's quite challenging for Manchester City. Then you can see Newcastle United and Manchester United sharing 39 points, and Brighton and Hove. Spurs with 33 points, then Brighton and Hove with 31. So I think everything will definitely go on quite well, and Alessandro Martinez has definitely been playing quite well. And looking a bit about transfers, Lisandro Martinez obviously has scored a goal, and that was a brilliant one. Anyway, looking a little bit about transfers, definitely the Hurricane has been linked to Manchester United. Is there any chance for Hurricane joining Manchester United? Anyway, I'll be bringing to you all you definitely need to know in the transfers, as I'm always here talking about transfers. Just make it a point to subscribe so that you do not miss out on what if I've got to bring to you. As I tell you, thank you for being part of the United chapter with me, your host, Abu KALS. Thank you and goodbye for now.